circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
To the air, it's Barron. It's complete to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Hokies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Wide receiver going in motion. He's looking to throw on third and short. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The Yellow Jackets offense will go to work for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the last game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Looking to throw on third. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Yellow Jackets will punt it away on fourth down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Barron. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. And the Hokies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Hokies look to keep this drive going. They'll try the run, fighting off the defender. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6.
Brings up 2nd down.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to fire. It's complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Hokies want to crank the tempo.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon.
He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. The Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Barron. And the pass pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough push, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor of this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. It is through. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Hey, for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7.
He's got it out. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Off play action. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. Got his man. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Going for 6. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And he was going for the touchdown there. They couldn't make the connection. Back-to-back incompletions, now facing 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
That's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
And we're about to get another look at this rookie offense. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Barrett. Swings it out to his running back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Right down the middle. It's good. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense is the first one they've used this half. And the Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Colin off the guard stage off?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low. Chop block.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. throw on first down. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking for space. Pass the stakes, and he may get more. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Barrett. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Morrison. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Used the play fake. Now to throw. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Falls in. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. He splits the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. These fans touching the finger as if Hokie Stone doing their part to help out on 3rd down. Gets it to the back. Really strong job on the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. And the Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be his 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Rides to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Wide receiver comes in motion. To throw, it's Barrett. Pressure coming. Caught near the sticks. It's Morrison. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. New set of downs after the completion. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Whoa, that linebacker sacked that quarterback, and he was on him quicker than a hiccup.
Yeah, and you see quarterbacks back there pointing and telling the offensive line who to block, and, well, it didn't work, okay? He was not prepared for that. He comes scot-free, and the quarterback pays the consequences for that one.
The Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. There's an out. Touchdown, Hokie. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
And it's your job to do the rest, right? You get me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. That makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. Fires left. And the time is just a hair off. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Leaves it with the back. And some room to work. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? He's got the back in the middle. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Runs through the tackle. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. The Yellow Jackets can really attack on this second and short. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by game tackling. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Grab behind the line. It's set. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's fourth down. Hunt is on its way. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Barron. Caught in the backfield, it's Cavazos. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Down to 2 minutes before the half, where they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. To the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. And the Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his target down the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The hurry up now, second down, caught kicking. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a throw. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass, it's Barron. It's complete. And they'll stop it just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. He'll do it himself. Got a little space. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. to pass inside the red zone. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, and maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. I don't think his defense has the solution. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And the Hokies will kick it off to start the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry up.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Rush is on him. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
What a beautiful sight. Not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can add just have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Off the RPO, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Looking for a man, it's Barron. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points, because this dude is automatic.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Snagged in the middle. It's sacked. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Running to the left. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Hokies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking for a gap. It's Cavazos. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Barron. He'll off one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And the pummeling has started. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Eastern Michigan is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 2 to Northern Illinois. Any big developments here on the MAC?
There he goes. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes his man miss. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Hand off from the gun. Fights off the defender.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now...
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Coming into the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got him up for the first down. They finally wrestled out the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete. Tackler almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. Oh, he missed it. No good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. He'll pull it on the read. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
And the Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. Stumbled to the ground. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And it falls in. Complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Barron. A strike downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down to the 38. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Morrison.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. Takes a handoff. It's Cavazos. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
3rd down coming up.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Picked off! What a play by this defense! Not only brought down, but what a play not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Brings up second down.
From the gun, the ground game. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
I know as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on, and it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog up to this point. No points until finally breaking through here in the fourth quarter. And they're going to go back and watch the film. They're going to see what worked on this drive and maybe try to build on that the next time out.
Ready to try the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Dropping back, it's Barron. A little screen to the running back. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage.
26-yard line. Second down coming up.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. They'll give it to him again. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Hokies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Punt is on its way. All the way back to the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Runs through a tackle. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. One of the toughest calls on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun. Wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it along the sideline. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. And there might have been trouble. They hadn't gotten to him immediately. And the Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. Down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pocket breaking down. Got his man out of the backfield. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Yellow Jackets have this offense rolling. Give to the running back. Fouls through the defense. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Back to pass. with this fourth down conversion. Let's it fly. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They want to run this quarterback. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. The Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the Hokies will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Yeah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
Wants to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Off the play fake. Got a man. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The AT unit on the field. Right down the middle. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your ball on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball wins.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team. Bragging rights now.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.